Peter, what's your thoughts tonight?
After the first 20 minutes, when I think we started really well and got our goal, we had another couple of chances with Reece Lyon. Well, to be fair, I think the three good chances in the first half fell to Reece Lyon. He got one goal, which was excellent, team play. I thought we were dominating the midfield, winning the midfield against a Cove side. They couldn't live with the press and how we were working. And then we go through a mad 5 minutes. Just a really, really mad 5 minutes where we make a few mistakes, uncharacteristic, unforced errors. It gives Cove a lift, affects us a little bit, and they get their first goal, a minute or two after that. And then they scored again within, I think the two goals are within the 5 minute spell. So we just gave ourselves a mountain to climb. It was really tough. We still had chances. We're unfortunate today with, we've already got a couple of injuries through, Mikey Hewitt, Matty Douglas. We've changed the defence around a little bit, and we started really well, but then we get a bad injury as well to Jack Bryden. And we have to change things because it's unfortunate. Brennan Dickinson, who started up front, you thought he was very good. He was excellent for us and give us a platform to play higher up. And then we have to put him in the back because we're short in defenders. Then we get another injury again, to Brennan. So we're very light. We're very light with not a lot of defenders. I think we had this previously in the season, earlier on in the season, when we had 3 hamstring injuries in the one game against Alloa, where our forward players, they were all 2 our forward players. It took us a while to get through that, but second half we've had to change things around. I think the game became a little bit open because we had to go for it. Got caught in a couple of counter-attacks, which is to be expected because we're trying to get back into the game, and at this point of the season you need to try and pick up as many points as you can. We hit the post, we had a couple of half chances, but then get caught on the other side of that with Cove coming down the other end of the park, and they score a goal from what was their throw-in just around it. We should be better set up. So today's a really tough one. After how we performed last week, we didn't get the win. We played so well. Today was a different type of game. I thought we started the game really well, and we were delighted to go 1-0 up. And I just think it's that probably naivety to just see that through, keep playing the same way, win the battles in midfield, playing percentage football. But we had a mad 5 minutes which changes the whole tone of the game, and we come out now with a loss again. Another loss away from home.
Is it that naivety that's costing you then? Because, as you say, the first 25 minutes or so, it was a very positive start.
Yeah, I think we say the naivety, but because our players were so on top, we were 1-0 up. A couple of players started to take a couple of more chances than what they should have taken by gambling higher up the park, and then you get caught because Cove are a good side. They've scored a lot of goals, but it wasn't so much a naivety at that point, because when I say about the 5 minute spell of madness, when you see the highlights, you'll see that there was a couple of mistakes, uncharacteristic mistakes. From a players, which puts us under a little bit more pressure, gives the opposition a bit of a lift, and it causes they get the goal at that point, which is a good point for them, a good period of the game to get that goal, and it affects our group, and they score again within the space of 5 minutes. So yes, you would say that's naivety, because Emsley, their winger, was having a little bit more time on the ball and getting to him, so we had shouted on to try and get somebody just to sit for 5 minutes, see that period through. That didn't happen. So I feel really sorry for the players today. Really sorry for how well they started, but when it goes the other way, we need more character and more aggression on the park to not accept those periods when we make the mistake, to not let it affect you, and then on the other side of that, to then show how good the players they can be, to see those periods of game through and get out the other side.
You said a couple of weeks ago that you thought the title was just a distant hope. Is the playoffs now starting to become that too?
I haven't seen the other results today, but it feels that way. Whether it is that way mathematically, and with the teams you still have yet to play, I'm not sure. I'll have to wait and see the results today. But in this division, we've seen all year any team can beat any team. So no, I wouldn't say it is gone, because you can string a couple of results together. But at this moment in time, we've had 4 losses in 5 games. There's a character that needs to be shown by everybody, myself included, the staff, the players, and that character, if we show it and show how good we can play as well with that other side of the game, hopefully we can pick up enough points to get into the playoffs.
And the results obviously means that the Alloa game next week takes on probably an even bigger significance than it would have.
We've been saying that for a few weeks. I go back to the Stenhousemuir game, where I felt that was a real good opportunity for us to go and win that game. We, again, a big mistake, 2 mistakes for us for those 2 goals. Haven't played well. We just need to find how we can win games, and at this, because we've only got 8 games left, we need to find a formula to win games without, playing. We've played really well, dominated games, and we need to find a formula that just gets us wins.
No, Harry Cochrane today obviously hasn't recovered from last week's injury, so he out for a wee while. You expect him to be out for a wee time?
We hopefully he'll be back this week, to the middle of next week. We'll see how he is. So yeah, we've now got Brennan Dickinson injured. It looks like a quad injury. Jack Bryden, I think, is maybe his foot, a reoccurrence of his foot, but we'll see how he is. But we're just a little bit light on the body, so we'll have to see how we are next week. Get everybody back in, and try and build up and make sure we're aware. I thought today how we started and the goal that we got was something we worked on this week in training and made the players aware of. So really delighted with that, but that's only a small little aspect of that performance today. The 5-minute spell isn't good enough.